Hello again, this is PC Delta Link, back with more of our Enigmatica 2 Let's Play Normal Mode, and this is episode 112. Alright, today we're going to move on to, with our change in our schedule with school now happening this fall for me, I've decided to move on to my next mod that I wanted to cover in this playthrough. And, cutting it a little bit short on RFTools dimensions, but I'm pretty much done on this mod. If I make anything specialized that I need for something later, I'll show you guys. For the most part, though, I mean, my drills get me most of everything that we need. Especially the big one down there. There's not much that I really need that can't give, except for, I mean, even the diamonds, I could have gotten those from that too, but that was just to show off an expensive dimension, and by accident, what happens if a dimension runs out of power while you're in it? One thing I will show that I completely forgot about last episode, and I apologize for that. But, let's see, we need RFTools. Yeah, so we made the material absorber, which we use to get the diamond dimension, of course. But there's also other absorbers as well, like this is a liquid absorber. So this will allow you to take a liquid and create a dimension with that liquid as the main liquid in it. So this is made with 4 white wool, or I'm not sure if any wool works. White wool is what the recipe showed, so I'd go with white wool. That should be easy to get anyway. 4 buckets in the corners, and then a machine frame in the middle. And it works the exact same way. You just have to have it absorb the liquid, which, although that's probably a little bit more tedious to get that to absorb it than the material one, since liquid doesn't really behave in the same way when you just place it in the world. I'm assuming if you, like, filled a pool with the stuff, then you could just place the block above the pool and it would just siphon everything out of the pool. I don't know in this mod pack if there are any blocks that can fill a, like a empty space. You know, like if we drained this pool, I don't know if there's any blocks, machines that are in this pack that can fill it back up with a liquid. I know, I'm pretty sure Buildcraft used to have one back in the day, but that was Buildcraft, and Buildcraft is not in this pack. Buildcraft is a very old mod, one of the first ones I'm aware of in my time playing this game. And it was a cool mod, but yeah, I don't think it's been updated in ages. So yeah, it is not in this pack. I don't know of any blocks off the top of my head that would work to fill that. It's easy to make like a tank of some kind, either like my dynamic tanks I use, or just a big, you know, tank that takes up 1 square that just holds a lot of liquid. But to actually fill a pool, that's a different matter entirely. But the usefulness of that, you could do like, say, what would be some liquids you could potentially use with that? You could do, well, pulsing iron something you could do. Where, yeah, this would be one of the biggest things you could do. So I did check the dimension or the dimlet workbench, and you can create, like, actually I should be able to search it in here. No, well, you could do rocket fuel. Yeah, so here we go. So this is some of our nuclear craft fuels. You know, like Flibe salt solution, depleted LEU-235. You could make these in liquid form, of course, and you could create a dimension that is literally filled with liquid fuel, and you could take it out, you know, pump it out with a pump of some kind, whatever kind you want, put it in tanks, or warp it back to this dimension, and you basically created a world that has an ocean of fuel that will never end. So you could create a dimension like that if you wanted to. I mean, it's incredible when you start thinking about some of the implications of some of this stuff. And I'm actually considering doing that once we get back to nuclear craft eventually for the molten salt reactor, to do a world to get some of the fuel for it, because the fuel on that crap is annoying. But, let's see. Other absorbers there are. Crap, I gotta get back to RFTools. There's a couple other absorbers if you really want to specify stuff in your worlds you're creating. So we have the biome absorber where, yeah, You just place it in an area and it will absorb the essence of the biome it is in. I don't know how long it takes. I'm assuming a decent amount of time. We have terrain absorber, which the same thing. Place it down and absorbs the terrain it's in. Feature absorber, same thing. Time absorber. This one's a little bit fancier, but if you wanted to set your dimension to be like, say, always noon or always sunrise or whatever you wanted to set it to, you could use the time absorber for that. Now, what you have to do for this one, it's a little bit different, but you need to give it a redstone signal, probably just hit a button or do whatever, around the time each day that you want it to be absorbing. So, like, right at noon, hit the button or put a torch down or do something to trigger it. So, you have to do that, I believe, 10 times, and then it will allow you to use it in the dimlit workbench. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to talk about in the RFTools mod. Oh, there was one thing I found that I kind of made for fun. So, this is the storage scanner. And what this does is it scans nearby inventories and shows them in a list. You can then look through that list to see all the items in those inventories. So, it's kind of like a lower tech version of Applied Energistics. I went ahead and put it here. And let me show you the recipe for this thing, because it's not that expensive. It's our machine frame in the middle, 4 redstone torches, 2 gold ingots, and 2 ender pearls. And you can change the radius to be down to, all the way up to XNet. 1 or on the XNet, so everything attached to the XNet network. All the way up to 20 blocks away. And when you scan it, I've already scanned it, but when you scan it, the various inventories that there are will show up here, excuse me. So, like, we have our cache here with the stack of dirt in it. We have our iron chest with a bunch of stuff in it. This is kind of cool, especially if you have a lot of chests laying around still. Again, mouse wheel does not work on these, so you have to click and drag, which is annoying as all heck, but oh well. But yeah, so this could be a decently fast way to look at chests without doing, this whole thing. So, it's a slightly easier method to do that. And I couldn't figure out how to put items back into them. You're supposed to be able to, like, see it says export to first routable container. So, apparently you can somehow deposit through this. But I did figure out that you can interact and take items out of these things. So, like this, we have a stack of gravel right here. And boom, we have gravel. Or we could take the terracotta there, and there it is. So, yeah, you can take items out. I just don't know how to put any back in once you have it out. One of the annoying things, though, and I'll see if it shows in here. Sort of, kind of, not as bad here. I could probably increase the radius and get it to work. Yeah, so it'll show any block that can interact with stuff, even if it's not something that actually stores items for you. Yeah, like, see, here we have our induction casing. So, from our thermal evaporation towers. And, yeah, elite smelter, the hopper, the draconic crafting injectors. I mean, all those things show up on here when you... Yeah, the dynamic tanks, the dynamic whatnot. So, yeah, there's stuff here that really isn't able to be interacted with, and yet it still pulls it up anyway, which is kind of annoying. You can sort these a bit, so, like, we have this iron chest here. You see you can move the inventory to the top if you have a chest that you use more often. You can move it up a space, down a space, or move it to the bottom. So you could sort this if you wanted to. And then, when we have those things like before, you have this button that removes the inventory from the list. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. It's not that expensive, and yeah, if you still have some chests laying around, it may be a decent way to quickly search through them or just have it slightly more organized. But yeah, other than that, the only other thing I'm going to talk about in RFTools is there is a power gen system in RFTools. I'm not going to create it because it is fairly complicated to create it. It takes a lot of redstone knowledge and work to do, and I know extremely little about redstone and how to use it. But it's, let me see if I can find it here. It should be close. Yeah, here we go. So the Endergenic generator, what this does is it uses a system of ender pearls to generate power. And if I remember, it's actually a pretty decent amount of power. I don't have exact numbers, but yeah, from the little bit of research I'd put into it in the past years ago, it's pretty good power, but in exchange it's very complicated. How it works in essence is, I need a couple blocks to demonstrate. Just give me some, yeah. So how it works in essence is you have these, where is the pearl injectors, and there's gotta be more than that, isn't there? Let's see. Maybe it just is the generators themselves. But essentially how it works is you have these Endergenic generators. And this is just this isn't how it would normally be set up. This is just to give an example. And so what happens is you inject a pearl into the system, and it will throw it to the next block, the next one in the circuit. And then that will throw it to the next one, and then to the next one, and then back around. So it generates power every time it lands at one of those spots. And the problem is the pearls are fragile, they can break, and when they do, you'll have to start over with a new one that goes into the system automatically. And then you have to set up the machines to where, through the power of like lots of tiny redstone timings, you tell them to when they can receive a pearl and when they send a pearl to the next one. So, and if the machine receives a pearl outside those windows you designate, it breaks, it's lost. So, yeah, it's very complicated to set it up. I wouldn't even begin to know. I remember watching a video on it a few years back, and I was lost like 2 minutes in on how the heck to set it up. So yeah, we're definitely not doing that. But if you're very good with redstone, then go through the book and go for it. More power to you if you can get it to work. Because I mean, we do have a pretty good amount of ender pearls now, especially with our generators downstairs spawning endermen continuously. Alright, also in the meantime, we do have 5 modifiers on this pick now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and max out the durability on this pick. I already have 3 reinforcements that I got from quest rewards. I went ahead and threw some more aluminum brass in the smelter, so I should just be able to do this. Get 2 blank casts. Oop. And we should be able to make 2 more reinforcements, and I believe it's 5 reinforcements to get this to 100%. So let's find out, to where this will finally be unbreakable. Yeah, 20%, 40, 60, 80. Unbreakable. Alright. So now we have a Silk Touch pick that is forever unbreakable. Very nice. Very cool. Okay, so tiny little upgrade. So what are we moving on to since we're done with RFTools? Well, I decided that I would like to... This was a mod that I was planning to work on anyway, but it was going to be a little bit later down the line. But since we're going to be starting to take a break from doing the series so much, I decided that we're going to go ahead and start this mod this episode. So what we are starting is Advanced Rocketry. Yeah, I got a request for this mod a very long time ago. I don't remember what episode it was in or who it was, so sorry if you're watching. But yes, I'd always intended to do Advanced Rocketry, but it was going to be a bit later down the line, but I decided we're going to go ahead and start doing it. So it's going to take... I've never used this mod before, so I'm completely a noob when it comes to how to use this mod. But to start off with, you can go to your quest book and into the Advanced Rocketry tab, which is near the very bottom of it. And you can just go in there and you can claim your Holo Projector, which this is used to show you... There's a lot of multi-block structures in Advanced Rocketry, but this is used to show you the multi-block structures in worlds so you can, like, mess around with it and stuff. It kind of gives you, you know, the instructions here and the stuff here, but all you have to do is claim this and you're done. There's no requirements. And then you can also just do this task as well. And this is talking about that various machines in the mod use coils and motors. This is titanium. For the moment, yes, we have titanium from our bees out here, but at least for the get-go, not the rocky combs, it's this one. Yeah, our titanium combs. But at least for the moment, we are going to act as if we don't have titanium, because I'd like to go through this if you either don't have titanium or don't have a way to get it, and it feels slightly less cheaty. But for now, we're going to ignore the titanium thing. But the first problem that I had with this, as I was doing a little bit of cursory research on this, some of these multi-block machines are pretty big. So it's not going to be like I can just shove them in a tiny room somewhere and that'll be done. I can't do it like... Is it right here? Yeah. A room like this, which I had made for, you know, our cryothium and stuff like that and whatnot. This is not near big enough. We need a much bigger space to work with. So, of course, the thing that came to mind is, well, where do I go? Because since this is advanced rocketry, at some point we're going to be launching a rocket. So, for the same reason, I can't really bury it super far underground. We're not going to want to do that. But we also want to stay relatively close to our AE network, because if we get too far, it starts despawning. Or parts of it will start despawning. So, honestly, I was amazed the Thaumcraft room all the way over here worked with our AE network. Then again, I do the render distance set to like 12 chunks or something. Or 12 or 16 chunks. Either way, my render distance is set pretty high. But we don't really have room out here, and I hate that we keep piling stuff in the yard. We're going to end up moving this eventually. We have our blood magic place. Takes up the spot over here, but this really never had AE access anyway. Anything over here, I just brought it to it. Yeah, I thought about this hill, but that was still kind of far, especially to run, because we are going to need AE access for this. I'm going to have access to the AE network for this stuff, because some of the crafting this is too much to do by hand manually. So I started looking at what we could do. Oh, come on. And, yeah, so I chanced upon a solution finally. So our base doesn't really cover as much. Our base covers mainly this area right here. Our base really goes to about right here. But the entire back of this mountain we're sitting in is empty. And, you know, there's stuff there that we could definitely go through the mountain to use for building stuff. So our project today is we are going to dig through the mountain. And we are going to have it to where our advanced rocketry stuff will be in this hollow space in here. We'll hollow this out, and we will see where we go with that. So I'm going to start digging on that. We're actually going to go right through the wall right here. We're going to move some of these chests, and we are just going to go right through the wall. So yeah, I'm going to start getting ready to do that and working with that, and once we get a little bit of progress on that, I will check back with you guys and I'll show you how things are going. So I will see you all in a little bit. Okay, I think this is a big enough space to get started in. Oh, missed one. What do you think? I'm surprised I never thought about doing this before, because there is actually a ton of space in this place still. I can still go up, I can go down, but yeah, this is great because we have so much space in here now. So this would be perfect size to start working on some of the multi-blocks that come with this mod. So I believe our next step, and yeah, we collected a little bit of cobblestone from that. You know what, I can just shove all this in my AE network. I don't need to keep all this. Goodbye. Does the chest hold all that or no? Oh, it does, barely. Okay. Alright, so now we need our Holo Projector. It's one of the first things we're going to need from this. Now, to use this thing, I'll just show you real quick. You shift right click, and this lets you choose the recipe that you want to display. Now, the mouse, there's more machines than just these 5. The mouse wheel doesn't work here. You have to left click and drag to see the rest of the items. As you can see, there is quite a lot of machines in here to make. So this is this is big. There's a lot of stuff here. So let's see here. What should be our first thing we want to get? I think our first thing we're going to want is... Well, I would say the rolling machine, but the one we have in Industrial Craft 2 can pretty much take the place of that. Because I can craft all this, right? Yeah. Bronze, steel, lead, tin, copper, iron. I don't have gold plate? That's weird. I may not need it, but still. So for now, that one might be okay. But I'm not sure what the best machine to start with besides that is. Probably the lathe. We'll probably do the lathe. Let me get that. So let's select the lathe. Just left-click the machine. And now if you right-click anywhere, it will display, well, part of the blocks for it. Okay, so apparently we're off the ground for some reason. Maybe it clicked air, but yeah, so if you watch this, you'll see that this shows what blocks we need, and it'll cycle through them as well. So like right now you see we have motor, advanced motor, enhanced, elite. So depending on what quality of materials you use on these machines can determine how fast they perform. So usually, of course, the better one you can build, the better off you are. We have here power input. You can see you have different inputs, IC2, creative. We have the lathe block itself, input hatch and output hatch. This is where you put items in and get items out. But we have to build all this. And of course, we don't have the recipes for any of this down. So let's see. Power input, input output, motor, lathe. Okay, yeah. Hey there. Real quick, I realized as I was watching this before I uploaded it that I forgot to mention one crucial thing about how the Holo Projector works. So when you have... Whoops. So when you have a recipe, let's just choose the observatory here. How you scroll between the different layers, I did not explain that. So hold shift and use the mouse wheel, and that will move up and down the layers of the block, and eventually it'll just show all of it at the same time. And then you can either go backwards or you can keep scrolling and it'll just start over at the bottom again. So yeah, you can have it set up however you want, but yeah, hold shift and use the mouse wheel to move what level you're on when you're looking at these machines. So that's all. I forgot to mention it during the episode itself, so back to what we were doing. So let's head over to our little AE2 network craft. And now things are going to get a little bit more complicated. So let's see here. Elite motor. Yeah, Elite Motor has stuff we don't have. Titanium coil and iridium rods. Iridium's not something we really have much of. Let's try, what about Advanced Motor? Can I build that? Let's see. Yeah, I should be able to, or, well, hang on. Oh, yeah, we can cheat and get that easily. Okay. Alright, yeah, let me grab some steel, because we're going to need those rods. I was like, where's my steel? But yeah, I got tons of steel. Way more than I thought I did. Alright. Yeah, we'll just make a little bit of those. Sure. Let's get like half a stack. Sure, why not? Okay, next thing we need. Steel plates. We'll have our system craft that. We need 2 gold coils. So these are just, obviously, 8 ingots in a circle. That's really not difficult. Or square, I should say. I call it a circle. It's really a square. Okay, and then plates. We have 1 plate. I need more than 1. I'll craft, like, a lot of these. That way we have them ready to go. Okay, so that's the motor. What about our next step for power input? Can you make that? No. Okay, okay, machine structure and small battery. Alright, what's machine structure? Iron rods and iron plates. And I can just get iron rods super easily as well. Well, The iron rod thing is going to be super nice then. We already have some iron plate, it looks like. And again, we'll get like half a stack of these, sure. Alright, let me... Yeah. Ooh, and each of these gets 16? That's pretty nice. Okay. Let's get... Yeah, we're doing like half a stack recipes. Yeah, we'll do half a stack for that too. Now, how do you get these small batteries? Tin plate with an iron rod. Ah, darn. Thought I had some tin plates. Okay. Now, one problem is, I think I've only got the, I think I only have one rolling machine from IC2 installed. I don't even remember. I think it's in the back. Yeah, it's back here. Oh, okay, we have some overclocks in it, so it's going pretty quick. So, yeah. It's getting back in our AE system, slowly but surely. Okay. So those won't take too long to get. Come on. Okay, so we should be able to get some of these batteries. We need 4 of them, looks like. Oh, each crafting gives you 4. Oh, that's frickin' nice. Okay. So that's really not bad then. I guess I didn't notice that when I looked at the recipe originally. Alright, so that's the power input. We need the input and output hatch. So, power output plug, output... Yeah, output hatch. Oh. We don't have any chests. Do I have chests craftable? I don't? I could have sworn I had chests in here as a recipe. But I guess I don't. Alright, wood. Let's see. It doesn't really matter what ones we use if we're doing this. We'll just get a stack of these. Okay, so if I do this... Oh, spruce chests don't count? Are you kidding me? It's gotta be regular chests? Come on. That's lame. Alright, we won't make as many of these then. Let's do 6 for now. Okay, that's the input hatch. So we're going to need that as well, so we'll just go ahead and craft that. And then the output hatch. Okay, very good. Was there anything else we needed? We got the power input. Oh wait, no, we don't have the power input. We need the power input. Yeah, we crafted the batteries. We never made the actual power input plug. There we go. Okay. And then the motor. Oh, why am I typing that there? Don't mind me, just losing my mind. Okay, advanced motor. Yes. Okay, we have it. Alright, that might be everything. And we're going to need a... Oh, good. We already have some pre-made. Yay. Do I have any extra power cables laying around? I do. Advanced Universal should be enough for the moment to get us off the ground. Obviously, wherever we set this probably won't be the permanent thing. Oh, good. It went away. So let me see if I can... how do I want to do this? I need it the other way, actually. Well, I can build it the other way. Oh, we need the actual lathe block. That's what we're missing. We have everything except that. Okay, okay. But I can go ahead and place some of this down. So let me do this. Let's get our machine structures. And we'll switch sides on this. So we'll put our motor on this side. And then we'll put our input and output over here. So let's get input, output, and then power. And then, yeah, we just need the actual lathe block. Okay. Yeah, multi-block structures are fun, but they can be kind of a pain to build. Alright, so how do you build a lathe? Ah, here's where it gets a little more complicated. Okay. I thought there was some more complicated stuff here. Okay. Lime dye. Do I have that? No, of course I don't. I should have some lime flower petals, though, shouldn't I? Yeah, help me out here, folks, please. Give me one pestle, petals, floral lime powder. That should count as dye for this. Let's see if it'll work. It should work, though. Yeah, there we go. User interface. Glowstone, painted glass, all that jazz. Okay, cool. Okay, the 2 circuit boards here, and then steel gear. Oh, I can use this too. Okay, yeah. Well, just no. That's not right. Can I do it this way? Yeah. Okay, that works. Okay, steel gear. All right, the 2 circuit boards are a problem here. They're going to be annoying, probably. Well, actually, that's not as bad as I thought. Gold. Or pulverized gold? I don't think I have pulverized gold. No, I don't. I wonder if it'll accept the mechanism version. Oh, yeah, that is pulverized gold. I didn't know if that turned into pulverized gold or something different. Okay, perfect. So there's that. So, item IO circuit board. Yeah, I expect to see a lot of these circuit boards, and we will have a better way to craft these. I don't think I have copper dust either. No, I don't. Copper. Not the ore, please. Thank you very much. Elite crushing factory. Okay, drop those. Thank you. Okay, and last that. Alright, now with all that combined, I should be able to build the lathe. Yes, okay. Multi-block machine. That's not too bad for the recipe. Hey, achievements. Always happy to get those. Quest complete. Okay, so now if I put this here, it should complete. Should being the key word. Oh, hang on. What? What does that mean? Input and output hatch is fine. Let me go ahead and have the, let's see. No, not power gen. Sure, drill power is fine. Oh, export. Energy, auto eject. No, not what I wanted to do there. I don't know what the X means. I don't know why it's not forming the structure. That should be fine. Let me play around with this. I'll be back in a minute once I figure it out. Okay, I managed to figure it out. So, apparently the lathe block, the way I had it before, it was facing the wrong way. So, I had to, like, get on top of it and do something like that to place it, and then it formed properly. But then it was also facing the wrong way for us to really see it and enjoy the block. So I went ahead and just reversed it and did it the other way. So, switched everything to the other side. So, now if we right-click it, you see it forms into the complete multi-block structure like it's supposed to. So this is our lathe. So this has this here on the right in the little gold, I know you can't see my mouse, the little gold rectangle thing, that's an on-off switch. So see there it's on and here it's off. You see our speed is 1.5 times. That's because we have the advanced motor in there. So some machines are upgradable and other things besides the motor that will improve their speed. So now let's see what we can do with this. We're going to need some... Oh yes, and if you have some of these holographic blocks from your Holo Projector, you can just break them by hand or anything. They just break instantly. So let's see about... Oh, let me drop this off while I'm thinking about it. There we go. So let's just see what happens if I do this. Let me grab some steel. just for fun here. Okay, input hatch. Alright, we have to turn on. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm assuming this makes rods, just in a different way than previously. It's like if we go to our output hatch, yeah, so steel rods, see? So the ones we have the other way are just fine, but this is the primer way the mod itself expects you to get steel mods, or steel rods. That's cool. I like multi-blocks when they are, whoa, glitch thing. Okay. I love multi-blocks when they're animated like that. Looks great. Alright, I think our next task will be to get our AE network into that room. Oh, this could be a very janky temporary setup here. How many am I running here? Oh, only 4 out of 8 there? Oh, well, that's not bad at all. Yeah, this is going to be extremely... this is going to be pathetic. Okay. Alright, let me dig down and find that. Actually, wait, I got a better idea. Do I have a wrench handy? I need one of my wrenches. Oh, get, come on. I also need glass fiber cable. If you're wondering, we're going a bit longer on today's episode since I won't get to do one with you guys for a while after this, so since this is kind of the last hurrah, so to speak, we're going to go a bit longer today. We'll either go 45 minutes or even an hour. Okay, so I need... I don't know if there are... Nope, no wrenches in here. In this chest, maybe? Yeah, Certus quartz, thank you. Actually, we're probably going to need that. Okay. What I need to do is come down here and see through my... Oh, I thought you could see through conduit facade. Well, crap. Okay, hang on. We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, let's just do this. Okay. Dig here. So basically, we're going to go upstairs and see where that... oh, I gotta turn it on, that's right. Where's dig here? Oh, okay. Oh, it's further this way than I thought it would be. Actually, that's not terrible. Okay. Actually, this might be better than I thought. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go for it. Let's break Minecraft's cardinal rule and dig straight down. Oh, well. I think this is part of our machine room, and I don't think this cable has any extra things off it. Let's see here. Oh, no it doesn't. Okay, yeah, this will work then. Okay, perfect. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Alright. Let me have my... Okay. We'll end up changing this ever so slightly. So let's just get our cable into the wall here. Okay. And then we can cover that. And now I just need a crafting monitor, which I don't think I have an extra of those laying around, do I? Doesn't look like it. Alright, I'll be back in a sec, because that's going to take me a minute to get that made. Okay, much better. Got our crafting terminal, so now we should be able to do all our stuff in here, and I shouldn't have to leave the room to go do any of that. That'll be nice. So let this... This is going to take a sec to figure out that it's got a channel. That's the other reason I wanted to choose this area to build this room in, because I knew we were close to our AE network. And it would be fairly simple. Hey, we're online. Fairly simple to adjust this to where we could tap into our AE network in this room. Possibly even automate stuff in here eventually. Alright, so what should we build next? The rolling machine is important, but again, that's basically just like the rolling machine from Industrial Craft 2, so you don't really need it. I'll show you what it looks like, though. There we go. It's a fairly big... See, this is why I'm like, I'm going to have to build a pretty good-sized room for this. Because these are some of the basic machines, and these already take up a pretty good amount of room on their own. But, so yeah, this is what the rolling machine looks like. But we're not going to use that one, obviously, because our Industrial Craft one will take care of that for us. No, the next one we're going to build, and probably the last one we're going to have time for this episode, is going to be the Precision Assembly Machine. This gets us circuits in a cheaper method. So let me show you what I mean here. So like we have our circuits here that we built earlier, you know, with the pulverized copper, redstone, nether quartz, wood, and iron, all that crap. If you have the precision assembler, it's a much cheaper recipe. It's just a piece of redstone, a copper plate, and a silicon plate. Silicon, however you want to pronounce it. I think I prefer silicon, actually. So... silicon plate, and the silicon plate is made from... You can get it from a few different things. The main thing we can get from is... Well, we need a silicon ingot, which can be gotten from what? Electric arc furnace. Ooh, this could be annoying, actually. This could be more problematic than I thought. Okay. I know we have the electric arc furnace. Please tell me there's a better way to get that. Yes, there is. The manufactory. The electric arc furnace, not only... Here, let me show you. That's in here, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Not only is the electric arc furnace a huge multi-block, but it's also fairly slow from the video guide I watched on Rocketry, Advanced Rocketry so far. So I really did not want to use this at all. So I was desperately hoping there was a better way. I didn't realize silicon was quite that specialized. But it looks like we can get it just from our standard manufactory. So we'll end up doing that. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to be going on to the precision assembly machine. That way we can get a much easier method to make these things. So to get this machine, how big is this? Pretty good size, actually. I think this is the front. Yeah, this is the front. Okay, so it needs to be facing this way. Let me break that. So can I just move it like to, say, how big is this? 4 by 3. Jeez, yeah, okay. Let me try this. Nope, let me go one over. Ah, no. Go over here. Thank you. There we go. Okay. That's input and output. Where's power input? Oh, it's right there. Seriously? Egg. Annoying. Well, I could bury lines underground later. That's not as big a deal. What's this over here? Oh, that's also power. Okay, let me shift this. Well, I need to see all of it at first. Okay. Okay, we got a lot of machine structure blocks. Looks like some glass. We need 2 motors. Fluid input hatch. Oh, you can move it. Okay. So you can kind of customize where you want some of this stuff, it looks like. Machine structure. Yeah, so you could have the output over here, you could have the input over here, or you can have them... Okay. So the rest of the blocks that we don't use just have to be structure blocks. Okay, and the precision assembler block itself, of course. Alright, let me get some of this material together, and I will see you guys back here in a little bit. Alrighty, so we're getting going on this. One of the nice things I forgot to mention, because the way these multi-block structures work, once it's complete, if you want to, say, change out the motor for a better one, you can do that. You can just break the multi-block structure, and grab your motor out, put a different one in there, and put it back in, and reassemble it. So that's a nice way that you can just upgrade this stuff if you want to make, like, the speed better on it. So we got our basic stuff down. We got our power, we got our input and output hatch, we got our 2 advanced motors in the back here. And now we have to have something else here. We have to have a fluid input for this. This needs water to run as well. So to make the fluid input hatch, all you need is the machine structure and then a bucket. So, very cheap. And I believe we're going to just put that right here. We got our sink for some water source there. This should connect. Yes, it does. I need my wrench, which I've got right here. Or configurator. Okay, water is pulled out. Water is in. We're good on water. So at this point, all that should be left is the structure block and glass, I believe. Oh, we need the item itself, precision assembler machine itself. I always keep forgetting about that, and I keep coming back in here even though I don't need to. I'm not used to having a crafting terminal in here. Okay, so precision assembler, if I could type that would be good. Precision assembler, here we go. What does this take? Nothing terrible. We're gonna need more of those lime dyes. Can I just grind up like a decent amount of those flower petals? I mean, I'm not really using Botania flowers for anything at this point. Yeah, let's do 10 of them. That's fine. Wait, isn't there a better way to... No, no, yeah. I'm overthinking it. Don't worry about me. Okay, give me those with the mortar and pestle, lime dye, thank you. Meant to throw that back in here. Okay. Okay, so let's make the precision assembler. This doesn't look too bad. It's pretty much like what we did earlier. User interface, throw that back in. Redstone repeater, which... Good, I can make that. Throw that back in there. Just stone and redstone torches and a piece of redstone. It's not awful. Crap, I need pulverized gold and copper. We're gonna fix this too. Give me half a stack of each of these. Okay, there we go. Much better. Okay. Just throw those back into the system. Okay, so now let's finish this out. So we got this. Drop it back in there. Got this one. Drop it back in there. We're out of slabs, that's fine. Steel gear, drop it back in there. Oh, it takes a dropper and a furnace. Okay, I'm pretty sure we don't have a furnace handy, so we're going to make one of those. And then a dropper, I'm also 99% sure we don't have that handy, so dropper on that one as well. Okay, that should be everything. Yes, precision assembler. So now, this goes in the front. Another quest, okay. Now, I don't know. I need the projection thing. Here we go. Oh, we have coils on this one. I didn't realize that. Okay, so coils are another thing that can be changed out and upgraded. You can see we have gold, copper, titanium, aluminum, and iridium. Iridium is the best, obviously. Titanium is also good. But I don't know if... gold versus aluminum, which is better. So we're going to make 2 of each. and we'll compare. I know copper is the lowest tier, so I don't want to use copper. But we'll compare gold with titanium and see what we get. We'll start with or gold with aluminum, not gold with titanium. We'll start with aluminum. Okay, so now the second level is just empty space in the middle with the machine structures around and then glass in the front. Oh, fluid hatch. Okay. And then the top level is solid machine structure. Okay, let's do it. Let's finish this. Alright, now if it worked properly, I should be able to right-click it and it'll form. Hey, look at that! Have a multi-block structure. Wonderful. Now, can I see... Okay, speed is 3.5, power is 1.0. Alright, so let me take one of these out. 3.5 on speed. I just want to compare the gold versus the aluminum. Okay. Oh, crap. There we go. Aluminum's better than gold. Okay, then. We will use gold or aluminum instead. I might be able to get that out of there. Hang on. Let me just do that. There we go. Got it. Okay, that's a lot easier. Alright. Okay. So now let's see if I can get this to work properly. And this will be a nice way to end the episode. So, alright, let's get back to our circuit here. So we're going to make just one of our basic ones. What do we need on this? Copper plate, silicon plate, silicon. Now I'm going to be double second guessing myself all the time on that. Yeah, silicon, redstone. Okay, we need some copper plates. I do have a manufactory I put in here. And since I don't remember if we went over that one or not, I'm going to pull up the recipe on it real quick. This is from Nuclear Craft, of course. But it's fairly cheap. It's 4 lead, 2 flint, redstone, a piston, and a copper solenoid. The copper solenoids, again, is just 4 copper and 2 iron in the middle. And that gets you 2 of them. So, yeah, not very expensive to make at all. There we go. Alright. Copper plate, I don't think... Oh, we do have some. Okay. Let's just grab 12. Sure, why not? We'll use what we got. Need some redstone. And then did that say silicon? Oh, crap, I'm not on that anymore. Okay. Yeah, so how do we get the plate? Oh, good, I can put it through the metal former. Unfortunately, I have not done that yet. So I went ahead and threw a stack of sand in here, so we do have 64 ingots. Let me run downstairs, and we will throw this through the rolling machine. It's tempting, honestly, to move the rolling machine upstairs, but once I have everything properly set up for auto-crafting on this, it can stay here. Alright, so that should automatically pull it back into the network. Yes, it is. Okay. I was jumping in there, and there isn't an elevator at that spot. There we go. Alright, so we should already have enough of those. So, silicon... Oh, yeah. Let me have just 12. Okay, yeah. Alright, so let's see if I can get this to work properly. Let's just go to our input hatch. Put in that, put in that and that, and see what happens. Oh, right, yeah, turn it on. Oh, that's cool. I think it's supposed to be more animated than that, but for some reason the animations aren't working on the actual, like, the arm and the whatnot. Because they just kind of disappeared. They're not even there anymore. But, yeah, so that is making our circuit boards way cheaper than we were before. Yeah, see, the stuff's back now. Because, yeah, it's, like, supposed to sit on that and then get stamped and then messed with, and I don't know what that one does. And then output slot. So yeah, that's much easier than the other way to craft those. So that's good. This will be a lot easier to get circuits for the future machines on this system. And if we have time eventually, we can work on setting up auto crafting, because we could have our input hatch linked to an ME interface, and for each recipe have it drop in the specified amount of materials at once, and it'll auto craft it. So that'll be something to look at in the future as well. Same with this. If this has anything particular we need, we can put up the input hatch, the output hatch, set it up properly with the ME network. But yeah, I think that's going to be a project for next time, though. So, yeah. Before I leave, though, for the day, I will have a world download. I know it's been a long time since I've done a world download. I kept putting it off, and it's like, oh, it'll be better after this episode, and it'll be better after we finish this up. So we're finally at the point I need to give you guys the next world download, because we're done with RFTools. I don't even remember the last time we did a world download. It's been a long time. But yeah, we're done with RFTools for the moment. And we started our next big thing, so yeah, I will have a world download up for you guys so that you can have this world if you want, since I won't be back for quite a while. Again, my goal is to try for once a month, so... And it may not be on Sunday necessarily. We'll see. It probably will be on the weekend still, but it may not be Sunday. Might be uploaded on Monday if I record it on Sunday or whatever. But, yeah. Oh, and one last thing. Where? Ah, yes. Oh, come on. Okay, we have the reactor rebuilt. It is not currently running. I've actually got it disabled. Where is it? Yes, I have this lever on to stop it from running right now. So if you come into this world when you download and you want to run the fusion reactor and you can't figure out why it's not working, it's because this lever's on. You got to turn the lever off for it to start running again. So, oh, it's still... I have no idea what's going on. Okay. But, yeah, I might mess with this before... Well, no, I probably won't. I'll leave it like this, and then if you guys want to mess with this for the world download, you can. I will try to finesse this in the meantime and try to get this more stable and set up properly. Oh, yeah, that is having issues staying powered. Okay. But, yeah, is there anything else I need to talk about first? I don't believe so. But, yeah, very happy we're getting some progress in a mod that I've never used before. Advanced Rocketry is all new to me, so I'm excited to eventually get to other planets and explore and see what they have to offer. But for now, I believe that's going to be all for today, so thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.